Hey everyone, welcome to Lost Connection Tarot. My name is Benjamin Snavely. This is your daily meditative tarot reading for Monday, September 28th, 2020. Now, today I am going to use Tarot Wisdom book and card pack. As you can see, I bought it from Half Price Books like a couple years ago. And inside, we got nice little deck and a nice little guidebook. Alright, pretty cool. So it gives you the ins and outs, what is it, history of it, introduction, so on and so forth. So if you're new to tarot, it's a nice little something to get yourself acquainted a little bit more easily with tarot itself. I like the back of the card. Now, today for Monday, we are going to do a 3-card reading. We're going to look at the overall theme of the day. So we're going to look at its energy and what we are going to be working with or working in based on that energy. And then we're going to look at the energy we have the most control over, and that's where we want to pay attention to. And then we're going to finally do a 3rd card, and that is the energy that we have the least control over. And this is something you want to be aware of, but since we can't control it, we need to either surrender to it, accept it, or let it pass on as it does its thing. And so this just kind of lets us know where to put our focus and energy, and where to basically pick our battles and not try to do something that is futile, so to speak. All right, so here we go. What is the energy for the day, Monday, September 28th, 2020? What is the energy that we have the most control over today? And then finally, what is the energy that we have the least control over for today? And since I just simply like shuffling, I'm going to do it one more time. All right. Cut that deck. Boom. And see, main energy, and energy we have the control over, energy we have the least control over. All right. So the energy that we have of the day, like the main theme, is the 2 of Pentacles. So Pentacles represent anything of this earth, anything that is in material form and matter form. And at the 2, you are seeing productivity, because that's the 1, right? And then at the 2, you are going forth towards it. So like a focal point. And at the 2, it basically symbolizes the ebb and flow of life. And sometimes you feel like you're drowning in your everyday errands and obligations and responsibilities, and other days, regardless of how hard or how many you have, you're able to kind of just dance in the day of life, right? So the energy of the day is 2 of Pentacles in reverse. And what that basically means is that maybe you are doing something new. Like for me today, instead of going to work, I'm staying home with the family. And so I am here trying to help out my wife as she takes on her new career. And so I get to watch the kids, which is great. I love watching my kids. But it may be a little bit different today. It may be a little bit more than what I'm used to. I'm just not in the swing of things yet. And so at the 2 of Pentacles reversed, it's you have all of these obligations, you have all of these responsibilities, but you seem to be weighed down by them. Maybe your energy and focus wants to be in other things, but life and responsibilities are saying, no, you have to do this. And so you just feel swamped, and you don't necessarily get to do those things that you want to do, and therefore you just feel stuck or immobile based on the obligations that are presented to you today. Now that's the overall energy, right? Is the idea that there were things I wanted to do, possibly, but it looks like instead I have to focus on these, like I said earlier, responsibilities, and I'm not necessarily dancing to it because I haven't figured out my own efficient routine to make it flow, right? So you're simply learning how to flow today. It's not necessarily happening. It's not saying it can't happen. It's just saying the energy of the day is obligations and responsibilities are a little bit much today, and you're not moving as fluidly as you would have hoped for. Okay? Now, what is the energy that we have the most control over? It's our own fire. All right, here it shows the King of Wands. So the king is in control of himself. The king is the last card of any suit in the minor arcana. And there are 4 suits in the minor arcana. You have fire, water, earth, and wind. Right? And fire is the wand. Anything that can be burnt or brandished or passed on, so on and so forth. And fire represents our energy. It represents our willpower, raw primal energy, the will to move. Right? And at the king, kings represent fire. And so this man is the king of fire, and like he's double fire. He's fire exponentially, and so he is one within his spirit. He is one with maintaining and controlling his fire and letting his spirit guide him and then move efficiently throughout the earth. So this man is extremely charismatic. He is adventurous. He is bold. He's assertive. He takes charge of his realm, of his dominion. He is definitely not sitting back and letting other things happen. He is going to be at the forefront, right? He's going to take control. And so you have the most control over this energy today, your own passion, your own drive and willpower. And you're in control of it. It's not out of whack. You're not being swayed and feel like you're just this vehicle that is being taken for a ride. Today you're under control. You're under absolute complete control, because as the king, how do you get to be a king? To be a king, you have to serve others. To be a king, you have to make sure that everybody is taken care of, therefore you can be taken care of. And so a good leader who also knows how to give tasks out efficiently for other people, that way he can focus on other details, right? So this man is in control of his dominion, his household, his work, his life, whatever it is, and he's passionate about it. And you see that in how he interacts with all of the things in his kingdom, right? So there's passion, there's adventure, there's just this flame, this dance that kind of like he dances too, and he does it fluidly because he is so sure of himself. Now remember, the King of Wands is just an energy. It doesn't have to necessarily represent a person. It doesn't have to represent a male or even a female. It's just the energy of the day. And since we have the most control over it, this is, in my opinion, us, whoever you are. And it doesn't matter who you are, but this is the energy you are wielding today. And it's simply, where do I want to put my willpower? Where do I want to put my force and my energy to make sure that my kingdom is good today? Right? How do I want to set it up? How do I want to go about it? How do I want to delegate certain tasks for other people so I can focus on other important details to make sure the kingdom is running smoothly? All right? So you are in control today of your dominion and of your kingdom, and it is controlled today specifically by your willpower, by your fire, the thing that burns within you that says, passion, go in this direction. This is what you care about. All right? It's what we have control over. Now, what do we have the least control over is the 7 of Wands. Now, this too is a fire energy, All right. And at the 7, it's standing up courageously for our own beliefs. Now it's reversed. And so reversed could either mean that people are already on your side, and therefore you do not have to stand up for your beliefs because people aren't against you. People aren't trying to knock you down a peg. People aren't trying to take what you have earned. People are not trying to say, no, you're going in the wrong direction, and therefore I'm telling you, hey, you should do something else. And then you're like, no, I know what I'm doing. I know what I care about. I have to go in this direction, right? That's standing your ground and standing up courageously for what you think is your truth. But here, you don't have to fight. Okay? No one's going to test you today and say, why are you doing that? Or don't you think it could be this way? Or, I don't agree. So, what's nice is you're the king of your dominion, and your passion is going to say, "Hey, we're doing these things," and it looks like people are just going to fall in line. They're not going to test you. They're not going to question your authority, and therefore you don't have to defend yourself vigorously. So at the 7 of Wands, the energy that we have the least control over is literally other people's opinions, as well as us having to defend our position. All right, so we don't necessarily have to defend our position today, or our position is breached because we're not paying attention. So please just be aware of any time anybody is questioning your authority. Just recognize that today is maybe not the best day to assert your control. All right, to say it's either my way or the highway, to draw a line in the sand. All right, this is the energy we have the least control over, and so we're not going to convince people either or. It's get on my side, we're either friends or we're enemies, right? That's just the energy we don't have control over today, is the fact that we don't have to stand courageously to defend our position. And so with the energy of the day at the 2 of Pentacles, it just seems like you're so busy in today's affairs that you're just trying to keep up. And because you're just trying to keep up and trying to stay afloat above all of the new responsibilities, or just not new, but responsibilities that you are tasked to today, you're sitting in your emotions just fine. And instead of saying, but this is who I am, and I don't do the dishes, or I don't, take care of the trash, or that's not my job. Well, today you're the head of the household. Today you are the one in charge. And you don't have to fight courageously and stand up for your truth, because today you're still searching for how you fit in all of this, what your truth actually is concerning this new element coming into play. And that's, I think you're just searching for your role. So you're sitting comfortably and you're good. Focus on this. Focus on serving. Focus on how can I use my energy and my passion to benefit myself and others today in my kingdom. Right? It's not by saying you're either with me or against me. All right? That's not the answer. The answer is not drawing a line in the sand. The answer is to serve others. That way your kingdom runs smoothly and efficiently, to delineate tasks and make sure that everybody feels like they're a team and that we're all working harmoniously. It may not feel like that today, based on the Two of Pentacles being in reversed, but you are in control of your passion. Just recognize that people are on your side and that you don't have to give them an either or, because that's just a false dichotomy that people are against you today, or don't want to work with you, or don't see what you see. All right. So looking at the numbers, we have a 2 and a 7. 2 and 7 is 9, and King is 1. So 9 and 1 is 10. 10 reduces to 1. So not only are you going through a new stage, today is a brand new stage. So old stuff is leaving. You have completed that stage, and now you're in a brand new stage. So of course you're going to feel inundated. Of course you're not going to basically feel like things are running smoothly today, because it's the start of something new, right? It's the start of something new. But just be careful with how you approach people, and make sure that you catch more bees with honey than vinegar. So don't try to be so abrasive today where you're saying you're either my friend or my enemy. You know, we want to focus on working together. That way we can turn this guy upside down and we're working efficiently. So again, be aware of your passions and be aware of how you can serve other people in your dominion or kingdom. All right. Have a great day. This is Lost Connection Tarot. My name is Benjamin Snavely. See you tomorrow.